I've started this 100 times. Different words, same feeling. Delete, start over, delete, start over. Maybe some things aren't meant to be delivered. I type your name and then I stop. Stare at the cursor blinking like a clock. 3 words sitting at the edge of sin that I've been writing and I'm writing since it ended. I've got a folder full of almost said, full of honest things that live inside my head. Every drafted door I stood in front of and walked away from every single time instead. Because what do you say to someone who won't hear it anyway? What do you do with all this truth when the person that it's for has already walked away? I could keep drafting, writing you in circles, pages full of everything I meant to say. I keep drafting, never hitting send though, 'cause the words don't change a single thing today. And maybe that's the saddest kind of honest, the truth that lives in folders saved in gray. I keep drafting all these letters to a version of you that probably moved on anyway. Okay, let me be real for a second, let me just say I wrote you 17 versions of goodbye, none of them stay. One of them started with I miss you, deleted that fast, 'cause missing you out loud just makes it harder to last. One of them started with I'm angry, that one stayed longer. 3 paragraphs of everything that made me feel smaller, deleted that too. Not 'cause it wasn't true, but 'cause sending you my wounds just felt like something you'd use. So I draft and I wait and I draft it again, rewrite the ending like I get to choose how this ends. But the truth is I don't, and the truth is it's done. And I'm still here at midnight writing letters to someone who's probably fine, who probably doesn't rewrite anything, who probably sleeps straight through while I'm here drafting everything. There's one I wrote at 4 a.m. in June, 2 pages long, the closest thing to true. I said the things I never had the nerve, the voice. I said I loved you louder than I ever had a choice. I read it back at dawn and felt exposed, like something raw left out before the wound had closed. So I saved it with the others, named it nothing, let it sit there in the dark where no one goes. 'Cause what does it cost to say the thing and still end up at loss? What does it mean to be this honest in a world that doesn't stop? For what it costs, I keep drafting, writing you in circles, pages full of everything I meant to say. I keep drafting, never hitting send though, 'cause the words don't change a single thing today. And maybe that's the saddest kind of honest, the truth that lives in folders saved in gray. I keep drafting all these letters to a version of you that probably moved on anyway. Maybe unsent is its own kind of sending. Maybe the act of writing is enough. Maybe I don't need you to receive this to make it real, to make it love. Or maybe I just can't let go of the version where I finally find the sentence that explains exactly what you meant to me. And you read it, and you feel it, and for once, nothing gets deleted, nothing gets erased. Nothing gets erased. You know what's funny? I still check the drafts folder, like one day the right words are gonna rise up from the clutter, like language is just waiting on me to be ready. Like the send button's patient, like my hands won't go unsteady. But every time I open it I just end up reading all the versions of myself that were too scared and bleeding to just say it plain. I loved you and I lost you and I wrote it down 100 times because I had to. Not for you, I know you'll never read a single line, but for me, so I could prove that what I felt was mine, so I could hold the evidence that I was real and this, that I existed in the wreckage of whatever that was. So yeah, I'm still drafting, maybe I always will. Maybe the folder's just the place I go to feel it still. Keep drafting, not because you'll read it, not because the words will make you stay. Keep drafting, 'cause the writing is the only place I get to say what I could never say. And maybe that's enough, the honest instant version, the truth that lives in me and not in gray. Drafting, not for you anymore, for me, just for me, to prove I felt it, to prove I was here.